He's like smuggling tennis balls in there now.
Right.
There were ping pong balls at the beginning. Now we got tennis balls.
Ping pong balls. It was like loose hamburger. So we're in week 4 now, and to be perfectly honest, I'm starting to wear down.
I am really getting very tired of this.
Usually when something like this starts, it's like you work out for a couple weeks, then you start changing the diet, then you start adding the cardio a couple weeks later.
And then you slowly get accustomed to these like levels of trauma that you're creating in your body. We're tripling down on trauma. I don't know why actors do it, money, but I respect them for it a lot. Go Star-Lord.
The weight's a little heavy today.
It's okay, it's good.
Told you we were turning it up today.
I like turning it up.
I told you we're picking it up because if
Yeah.
we picked it up too early, you would have real injuries. You've got to build up to this level of a workout.
Yeah, this is really hard.
Injuries are going to happen when you work out as hard as you guys are working out. You've got basically 3 types of injuries. You've got soreness.
My ass is constantly hurting, but I think that that's a good soreness hurt.
You have a nagging injury.
Over the weekend, I was doing my cardio and I went out to run and my back is just like, no.
And you have a real injury.
I've had knee problems in the past from one half marathon that I ran.
We have to determine which of the 3 that injury is so that we can go forward. If it's just soreness, I start to work it out and we'll see if we can kind of loosen it up. If it's a nagging injury, we have to work around the injury. If it's a real injury where you tore something, we may not be able to do that whole area. So she was complaining that she had some knee problems, or like soreness in the knee. So people go, oh, don't squat. So what we did was we decided to try it and see if we could skip the knee problem. Now take a look at how we're doing it. She's shifting her hips back. Ready, back and hold, and then drive up. Her knee never crosses her toe. If you take a look, it's behind. So the movement comes from the glutes through the heel. From the heel straight up to the glutes, we're actually skipping the knee. And she's having no problem with this. Most people will do it where the knee crosses the toe. And if the knee crosses the toe, the pressure's all on the knee. And if we have that, then we're gonna have an issue.
It's really kind of scary to have these issues already. I mean, I kind of knew that a knee issue could be something that would happen, and lo and behold, there it is.
Anything that makes me go slower is evil, because I have so far to go.
When you run into an injury at this point, we're a few weeks into the program, there's 2 sides of it. You're bummed out you've got this injury, but you've probably seen progression by now. Now you're addicted to the progression. The progression makes you feel good. So instead of going, oh, I'm hurt, I'm done till I'm better, which could be 6 weeks from now, you go, okay, how am I gonna work around this? And you'll learn your own body. You'll realize what's really sore and what's really not good. A lot of times you're gonna be so stiff you can't move. Just realize that's part of the process. Let's keep moving through.
So I went and saw Steve's chiropractor, Patrick.
Okay, is that tender?
Oh yeah. My quads and my hamstrings had basically stopped firing. They kind of shut down.
Then if you're working out as much as you are, 2.5, 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, putting a lot of stress and load on these muscles, the ones that aren't firing at 100%, the ones that are compromised, you're gonna stand a chance of straining them.
Reactivating the muscles thing is really kind of funny. It was interesting, I guess, like on your spine, there's a point that corresponds with each muscle in your body, and there's actually electricity in your finger. So he would have me touch that part of my spine. It would literally make me strong again. Like before, I wouldn't be able to resist against him if I was like using my hamstring or my quad to push.
Ready? Go.
Oh my God.
Okay.
What? And then I would touch that part of my back with my like little magic finger, and all of a sudden I'm strong again.
That's a lot better.
Woohoo! It's amazing how the body can heal itself.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez s'il vous plaît conserver votre ceinture attachée jusqu'à l'extinction du signal.
So Joe's in Paris this week. When people travel, I do a lot of actors and athletes. They travel all over the world. They're always in a bus, a plane, something. Sometimes they're in Africa on a mountain shooting something, and they barely have hotel rooms. It's crazy. A lot of hotels, and you can ask for this, you can call down to the front desk of the hotel before you get there and ask them what equipment they can send up to your room. You'd be surprised. You just don't know to ask.
Okay, good. They have a whole chart showing you exactly how to set it up. Got a weight rack here. It's all in kilograms. So I'm gonna have to guess. I'm gonna call this 10. Then work from there. I will say this is the fanciest one I've ever seen before. It's extremely fancy feast. That's definitely the thing that I want to be looking at when I'm working out. So they're deep frying some zucchini right now.
So there's a whole lot of options. You just have to pre-think it out before you go. And if you're at the top of a mountain in Africa, we have to do the water bottles, even rocks we can use. You might have to do 30 reps, which otherwise you do 10 reps because it's so light, but we can continue our workouts with just water bottles. So Joe is in Paris, so I think he'll be all right.
Allons enfants de la patrie, le jour de gloire est arrivé.
When you're on location and you don't have real equipment, the tubing is excellent. Down, down, down. That's our first set. Instead of the weight being balanced, which it's there, the more you pull, the stronger it's pulling up. So really, the strength of this changes. It's kind of different. That's always 50 pounds or 60 pounds, whatever that weight is, it's always the same. This isn't. It starts off at like 10 pounds, ends up at 60. 10 to 60. When you're on location, when you're not with regular equipment, what you have to do is make the lightweight work for you. So you have to do more reps. The more reps, the more we burn into that muscle, then we're able to get it to go.
It doesn't feel like I'm doing anything.
Really? You're not feeling
yes, it does. Yep, there it is.
Stretch it out, and we go again.
But man, it's getting hard. It's just getting so much harder. When I'm here doing the work, I feel amazing. Everywhere else, I'm miserable.
You train your muscles to wake up. I isolate it and then I develop it. A lot of times what happens is that muscles are underdeveloped. So it looks bizarre because it's a little imbalanced. All of a sudden we balance you out and everything looks fantastic. So that's why it doesn't take a huge amount of time to get you from point A to point B on camera, because you can look balanced much quicker than you can do a real athletic move. It's two different things. Ready? Take a deep breath in, breathe out and hold. Better. You see? Stay stiff. Stiff. Now let it out.
I couldn't have gotten close to doing one of those last week.
I think there's definitely ups and downs because our bodies are changing.
Then right when you're done with these, you're gonna go straight in to W's. Ready? Now bring them in for W's and go. What? Look what is showing up all of a sudden, go. See all that musculature that's showing through? That's the body fat coming down and we're starting to see it.
This is crazy how hard.
Come on, go.
I have hit a point where now I only feel good when I'm working out. And I feel miserable the rest of the time.
Extend all the way, nice, okay. So the weight doesn't matter. What matters is that you do the exercise right, because by the end, the last 2 or 3 reps, you might lose a little control of it. When the last 20% is shaky, that means the muscle's worked its way all the way down. It's got nothing left. And that's what we want. We want it to the point that they've got nothing left. Breathe through it. Think of it as breaths, just breaths. Come on. One more. Oh my. He started at 20, couldn't do it. We went down to the 15, and then we ended on the 20. That is really showing me something. Nice work, buddy.
Careful, watch your head.
There's always going to be a roadblock. It's really about taking what's in your mind, picturing where you want to be, and getting there. But you cannot give up. Really, you can't give up. You'll feel bad. You have no idea what completing this program will do for you mentally. You learn how to finish. But people can tell you at work, oh, we can't do this and we can't do that, and put things up in front of you. But this you can control it, finish. When you get from point A to point B, nobody can touch you.
This weekend was the first weekend that I didn't cheat at all.
Oh no, I was so bad.
I am not like Joe, who cheats by eating like Reese's peanut butter cups. I cheat by maybe having like a dark chocolate chip or 10.
And then I come in here to work and I hear about, Joe eats candy all the time. And Cruz is like, I had a piece of strawberry shortcake.
It was bad.